Hello, you lot. How's it going? Now, I don't really know what way this video is going to go. I've got this little box that will come in the post. Now, I think it should have some engines in it, so I thought we could have a look at them and see. We might be mending an engine and getting some engines going, or just having a look at them. If not, I've got some cars what need to be mended, so we can always have a look at them. I've been mending this Savage. Well, I haven't really been mending it, I've just been looking over it. Adjusted the suspension slightly. This is a Savage Flux. Well, it's not even a Savage Flux, it's a Savage, well, it is a Savage Flux, but it's the XS Flux. It's like a mini Savage. It's bloody awesome. And you know what I'd like to do? I would love to get my hands on a Mini Max, one of those Mini X Maxes. I had the full size Savage Flux. I think I bought it about 2016. I had one of them, and it was great. Really loved it, but I couldn't have all that money invested in an RC car, so I had to sell it. But I wish I didn't have to, because it's a great car. And these mini Savages are great because they're so small that we can just take this anywhere. And don't forget, we've got that little Hyper thingy. This thing here, a Hyper TT. And these two go great together. We take both of these out and they just zip around together. I've actually got some different wheels for these I might put on. But yeah, if you want a Savage, or you want a little small electric car, the Savage and the Hyper TT are the way to go. I don't know if you can buy the Hyper TTs anymore, probably, don't really know. But you can definitely buy the Savage XS Fluxes. Go and get one, because you definitely won't regret it. Fantastic cars, and because they're electric, obviously they're near enough silent. You can take them anywhere. We use them in campsites and things like that, and if you need to go somewhere where you can spend a bit of time playing around with an RC car and you can't make any noise, electric ones are the way to go. So yeah, I've just adjusted the suspension on that Flux, and I think that's about done. So let's open up this box. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it's bloody hotter than the Virgin Mary here. Jesus Christ, man. I'm actually wringing wet. Anyway, by the way, if you're in Texas, I hope you're okay. I heard on the news there was some floods, so it's been pretty bad over there, so I hope you're alright. I think I'd rather be standing here wringing wet, sweating my ninnies off, than being flooded and washed away. I hope Mr. Woogie Nitro's alright. I haven't seen anything from him for a while. So this box, I don't know really what's in it. It's come from a subscriber. He said he said I've got some engines. He sent me a picture. I kind of looked at it and then ignored it because I didn't really want to see what was coming. I like a bit of a surprise when it comes to this type of thing. So if this is nothing we can look at now, I've got a Savage Octane I need to mend or have a look at. I've got some other things I need to look at. So we'll have a look at some cars. But if not, we'll be looking at engines. I really don't know how this is going to go. And by the way, I think I'm going to put this video out on a Thursday, which means tomorrow, but you, on Friday, the 11th of July, the competition is going to finish in the morning, 9 AM my time, UK time. So, yeah, but your last chance to get any tickets to win a Savage 25. So if you want to win a Savage 25, go and get a couple of tickets, because it's going to be your last chance. And after that, I'll tell you what the next one's going to be. The next one's going to be a bloody corker. Anyway, let's have a look in this box. I feel like I've just come out of a bloody swimming pool. Okay then. Oh, bloody hell, we've got paper all over the place. So, should have, I think, I might be wrong if I remember incorrectly, or I might be right if I remember correctly. I don't know. I think we've got 3 engines in here. We've definitely got a bag, that's for sure. Hello bag, how are you? We've got some extra little bits in here. Oh, blimey. Didn't expect any of this stuff. Hop-up options. What's all this? I thought we were just going to get some engines. God. Whoa. It's got LEDs and things in it. I think this is a little light box. This might be a little light box. Front light, turning light, indicator light. Got like a little lighting kit. Oh, that's really cool. Got a little exhaust pipe. Looks like it's probably for something Thunder Tigerish. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I don't want to know. We got a wing. Happy days. Look at that wing. That is brilliant. How the hell did you bolt it on? It's got no holes in it. Had to drill a couple of holes in it. Don't know what I can put that on, but that's cool. I wonder if that'll fit on the... looks like the same kind of wing that's probably on... what's its name? Techno. What's this? Bloody hell. We've got a pull start. We've got a pull start. This is blooming Hebeo pull start with a stupid little thing. You meant to have a little thing on there to go like that, but is it in here? Probably not. But that's a pull start. So, and it's a working one. That's really handy. God, I'm always surprised by you lot. What we got here? Loads of little plastic. Loads of Velcro straps. Really handy these are. For strapping in batteries and other bits and bobs. Usually these ones, well, I use these ones for the FPV drones. These type of ones I did before, but I sold all of the drones now. All the FPV stuff's all gone. I didn't use it enough, weren't really worth keeping. Oh, we got some more of these glow starters. Funnily enough, I've got a video which I haven't yet put together, all about glow starters, because it seems to be that everyone finds glow starters complicated. So I've got glow starters video on the way. If you find glow starters complicated, there is, as I just said, I don't know why I'm saying it again, there's a video coming up. Oh look, we got a Irvine Racing glow starter. Has it got a battery in it? I wonder if this works. Well, you wouldn't send it to me if it didn't work, I suppose. My giddy aunt! It's got a battery in it. Alright, we'll charge these up and see what this is all about. Gee, look in here! This is mad. What's this all about? RC Scrapyard. New, used. MTA4. So we've got an MTA4 spur gearage there. It's a new but used. Oh, okay. Okie dokie then. New and used. It's not new and used. I'm just chatting crap. It's a new one. Probably 3D. It is definitely 3D printed. Happy days. Wow. 17mm there for the old nuts on the wheels. That's good fun. Body posts, probably for a Savage. Looks like a Savage body post. What's going on? What is this? Bloody radio box for something or another. If I can bolt that to something, that'll be cool. Honestly, I thought I was just getting some engines. I've got bloody servos. Well, these Traxxas servos, look. Cool. Find a Traxxas to put them in, that'll be nice. Don't have to really, I can put them in anything I want. Slipper pad. Or is it a brake disc? Yes, perhaps it's a brake disc. I reckon that must be a brake disc. It's not a brake disc. It's a slipper pad. Yeah. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. Yep. Some of you will know. If you do know, well done for being around for a long time. If you don't know, stick around. Team Orally. It's not. It's a rally or whatever that is. Got some bolts. Nice. Very nice. I can bolt stuff together. More bolts! Steel screws. M4. What are these ones? M4 16mm. M4 12mm. Man, this is absolutely stunning. We've got some manifolds and some bits and some springs and some stuff and some gears and some pinions and whatever stuff. Man, this is just... What is this? Bloody spark plug. Got a spark plug there. It's not a spark plug, it's a glow plug. Nice. Alright, one more glow plug there. And I've got two glow plugs. Model junction. $4.99. $4.99. They're well cheap. Glow plug, you go on any model shop, glow plugs are about bloody tenner. Tenner a plug. I just bought this turbo plug to go in that cage truggy. Yeah, tenner. Tenner a bloody plug. Unbelievable. Anyway, happy days. Right, we've got here. Jesus, blimey. Shock oil galore. Shock oil. Shock oil. He did mention about shock oil, to be fair, but I was expecting like one bottle. I've forgotten about that. Bloody, how many bottles I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles. 600. I don't know what all the bloody numbers mean. I just whack it in and see how it goes. Oh look, air filter oil. Got a bottle of air filter oil there. Oh my giddy. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's diff oil. That's not shock oil, that's diff oil. Diff oil. What we got here? To be fair, you can just put it in whatever you want. Put it in your sandwiches if you want. Team Low C Racing, shock oil, lab tested, certification accuracy. My giddy heart, this is some serious stuff. And we got some more here, 800 CST oil. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now I've got to make room on the bench. This is what I thought I was getting. A couple of engines. We've got one engine, we've got two engines, and we've got three engines. And we got a bag, and in the bottom there we've got some Traxxas stickers. My this is bloody Christmas. This is what you call Christmas every day. I'll tell you that. Right, let me have a sip of my hot drink while I melt away. Oh, thank you very much. You're welcome. Yeah. Have another one. Oh, I don't mind if I do. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, that was not very good. Perfect. Right, what have we got? Let's see what we've got here then. I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, the only real information that I retained in my brain from... My giddy, aren't the knife's gone swimming. That I retained from the conversation with old Mr. Jake. He said one of them's a Picco and it's possibly blown up. And I said, what do you mean possibly blown up? And then I can't remember what he said after that, to be fair. I probably could go through the conversation to find out, but I can't remember. So I'm probably going to have to go through it. Anyway, 26 Monster. Picco! So I can't remember why he said it was blown up now. I'm going to have to go through the bloody chat. And it was a conversation and find out what he said was the matter with that. Let's see, what's this one? Don't really know what this one is. My bloody Stanley now has gone blunt because it fell off the table, went swimming and landed on the concrete floor. And concrete and Stanley blades don't necessarily go particularly well together. Usually the Stanley blade does come off worse, a bit like a crocodile and a baby. Let's see what's going on here then. So we've got a roto start on the back of this one. What is this? An SMT. We've got quite a little play there on the old crank shafting. 15 CXP. We've got one engine mount. The other one seems to have gone for a bit of a joyride. A little bit tappy. That might run. That could possibly run. Possibly. What else we got? Oh my giddy aunt. Oh, come here, John. John! What's going on here? Ah. This one's a TRX 2.5. Most of it's been taken apart. Don't sound particularly good, to be fair. That sounds somewhat knickered. Well, I never. So we've got a couple of engines. Bear with me for a tickment while I just go on the... I'm going to have to go in there and have a look at the pocket computer and find out what he said was wrong with this one, why he thought it was blown up, and I'll come back there. Bear with me. Alright, so I just had a look back on the little messages, and he said he reckons it's scored. It's got a bit of scorage going on apparently there. So, well, I'm not going to be getting any of these running at the moment. I'm absolutely just knackered. I'm sweating like a bloody beach towel here. But let's take this one apart and see if why it's scored, and if it is scored. Bloody blimey, they've got a lot of bolts and nuts and things going on here, haven't they? Alright, let's have a look and see what's going on here. What size are we? Is that the right size, John? Hey, John! Johnny boy. Oh, that one snapped off. I just don't believe it. That's alright, they are two after all. Right, let me get all these bolts out of here. That feels funny. Oh, that one snapped, that's why. I thought that felt funny while that was moving. That one snapped off. Right, let me just get all these bolts out, and then we'll get back to it. I got a bit excited. Sorry about that. I forgot you weren't there. I forgot you'd gone for a blooming interval. I took the head off. So let's take off the baton. Let's take the baton off. Pop it up. Hello there. How are you doing? Now, well, there seems to be some debris in there. A bit of debris flying around in there. What on earth is that all about there, Johnny boy? I mean, I don't think Johnny knows, does he? John, do you know what's going on here then? I can't see any scorage. I mean, I don't know how he knew that it was scored. I mean, I reckon I could fix this up. Alright, there might be some little ones. Shall we, let's take this back plate off, and then we can get the piston and the liner out. Right. Interesting fact. Do you know why a bicycle is called a bicycle, right? It's because you use them to cycle by things. That's why they're called bicycles. I mean, I didn't know that until I learned that the other day. I mean, that's an incredibly ingenious name for something. It's just... We got this device that we've just made, and we use it to cycle by things. Let's call it a bicycle. Amazing. Oh, but bloody Einstein, I'll tell you that. Right. Nearly out. And we'll get this last one out. We'll take this back plate off. Take that one-way bearing out of there. Put that over there. I didn't expect to be taking an engine apart this evening, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. We've got a piece of metal that goes in there. Little bearing goes around, spinny spin spin. It makes everything work. Let's have a look inside there. The crank, the conrod on the crank, and the big end bearing look absolutely dandy and completely fine. It's the old Jiminy Cricket that we need to be careful of. So good job we still got a flywheel on here. Let's stick a bit of rag. Don't know whether this dishcloth that I nicked out of the kitchen the other day, the wife's going to be going, "Where's the dishcloth? Where's the bloody dishcloth?" Oh, yeah. Sorry, I used it to take an engine apart, I did. This is why I like Nitro, you know. This is why I push Nitro, because this teaches mechanics, it teaches how to repair stuff, and by jamming a bit of cloth in there, you can pull this liner out, you see. I worked that out by myself when I was about 10 years old. You know, I was like, how am I going to do this? Because I broke my Rush Evo, I blew it up, and I'm like, how am I going to get this engine out? I don't know how to get this liner out. I didn't know that they'd done liner pullers or anything back then when I was, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years old. So I thought to myself, if I put a bit of cloth in this exhaust port there, when I put the piston up, it's going to drag the liner up with it. And I've been doing it like that ever since. I've since found out that other people do that as well. But back when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, YouTube didn't exist. The internet was barely going. And I just didn't talk to anybody. Everything I did and learned was from working it out myself, sitting on my bed in my bedroom, because I didn't have anywhere else to work on my little Nitro cars. I just done it on the bed. Anyway, there's a liner. Looks like it's got slightly hot in the past, but that'll be absolutely fine. Now, I can't see any scoring on there. That seems, I mean, obviously there's cross hatchings at the top, as you would expect to see. Everything seems to be quite nice. I can't see. I'm inspecting this. It looks like quite a nice liner. I didn't check the pinch on it when I was... to be fair, I think it's got a bit of pinch left. And I know a lot of you are in the business of re-pinching liners and all that other rubbish. I don't really do the whole re-pinch stuff because I can't be bothered. Maybe one day I should be bothered and do it, but oh my giddy aunt, that won't go any further than that. That is a seriously pinched up liner. Look at that. That actually won't. I could probably put some proper force on it if I wanted to. And I probably could get it a bit further. But that is a very good piston and liner. Yeah. That is a nice engine. Very nice. Trouble is now. That's it. Piston. Alright. I think the scoring is probably what he was on about. It's probably on the piston. A little bit there on the skirt. But that's going to clean up nice. So what I'm going to do, while I've got this engine apart, I didn't really... to be honest, I was going to get it apart and leave it apart. I was expecting it to be knackered. But I'm not going to get it running in this video, so I'm going to put the disappointment there now. Because I haven't got the infrastructure at the moment. I need to put a pull start on it or a roto start. I probably could nick this one. And I've got to bolt it to something. But we will get this engine running in a video. So stick around if you want to see this running. But for now, I'm just going to get the brake cleaner out. Give it a good old clean. And stick it back together. And by giving it a clean, what we'll also do is we'll eliminate... Because if you noticed, when I was turning it over, when it got to the near enough TDC, or it was getting towards that pinch, what people love to talk about, pinch, pinch, pinch. The word pinch is almost as bad as the word tune. Tune, tune, tune. But anyway, as it was getting up there towards the top of the stroke, it was kind of going clunk, clunk, clunk. Now that can be just because there's a bit of carbon built up, or a bit of oil built up, a bit of soot built up on this liner and the piston. So we give it a jolly good clean up. That in there now is extremely nice. Don't know whether that's showing up. Let's give the piston a bit of a spruce. Now there are better things to use than brake cleaner. You're probably all going to have a go at me, which you're perfectly welcome to. It's fine by me. But that's, you know, I normally use a bit of carb cleaner. I mean, I've got some engine degreaser up on the shelf there, but engine degreaser is really for the outside of the engine. You can use it wherever you want. Now obviously, because I'm using brake cleaner here, I'm just going to go and get now this, my toothbrush. I just borrowed it out the bathroom. Must remember to put it back, because the other day I used it and I didn't put it back, and I went to brush my teeth at the end of the day and I was like, where's my bloody toothbrush? But anyway, I'm just going to use a toothbrush to get some of this, because we've got some little bit of build up around the skirt and around the piston here. Now, as I was saying, I don't know whether I finished what I was saying or not. Because I'm using brake clean, obviously it's going to remove all traces of oil. And obviously that's not good for an engine, is it? You want everything needs to be lubed. So when I put this back together, I'm going to put some... I've actually got some after-run oil. I know it's unusual, isn't it? I've still got this after-run oil. If I didn't have after-run oil, I would use either two-stroke oil, which I've always got plenty of. But if you haven't got two-stroke oil, you can use 1040. I know it's controversial. Nitro bloody die-hard people that love Nitro, they're proper into it. They will go, no, you can't use 1040. That's too thick, too dense, not meant for Nitro engines, blah, blah, blah. But you can, and there won't be any trouble with it. What the hell is that? You can see now what Mr. Jake was on about, I think, on the piston with the scoring. Now I've cleaned it up, but I wouldn't call that bad at all. That's just like Mark's scoring really scoring that would cause any problems are proper deep scores. That's no problem at all. But what is interesting is there seems to be a load of muck, a load of dirt or something inside that gudgeon pin hole. I don't know whether you can see that at all there, in there. Let's try and pick that out. Don't really know what that's all about. Oh. Huh. Yeah, most of it flew out then. Don't know whether you saw that. That was very strange. Don't know what that was doing in there. Anyway. There we go. That's a lot cleaner in there now. Yeah, it was strange. It was just like a bit of dirt was in there, like a thing. Anyway, so let's get the after run oil out. Let's put a little bit down there on the gudgeon pin, like that. Make sure that's all nicely lubed, like that. They're in there playing Fortnite. I'm going to go and join them after I've done this. Love a game of Fortnite. Fortnite is a cracking game. Right, let's put this back in. Very important to make sure you get the skirt round the right way, because otherwise you'll end up clouting your cranking shaft. And you don't want to be doing that, that's for sure. Because you'll put it together. I've been there. Trust me, I've bloody been there. You put it together, and you put the sleeve in, and you do all that kind of stuff, and then you realise, what I have done there, Johnny boy, is I've only gone and put the piston round the wrong way. Yeah, because you put the sleeve in, do everything, and you turn the engine, and then the skirt hits on the crank, and doesn't go all the way around, and then you realise, I know exactly what I've done. I've gone and jaffed it up is what I've done there. So we've got to make sure that our little timing mark goes properly. And there, I think that's slightly over. It's just a gnat's cock. That's it. Now we're on. There we go. Now by timing mark, there's a little pin there. Don't know whether you can see that little pin now. And there's a little indent in the liner. That has to go on that. And it's a timing mark because the sleeve has to be in the right orientation for the exhaust port and the inlet port to be in the right place. If it's slightly around the wrong way or slightly that way, it just won't work, because, well, the timing on the fuel and air going in and exhaust going out, if it's slightly turned, won't be able to get all the exhaust out, won't be able to get all the inlet in, and it'll just run rubbishly. I've experimented over the years by getting rid of that pin and turning sleeves this way and that way, and I've taken sleeves out and I've dremeled them up further and down and this and that, and to play around with all that kind of stuff. You can improve them by porting them. They call it porting. We used to call it port and polish back in the day. Port and polish. You're gonna get a port and polish. Is that port and polish there, mate? Yeah, port and polished. Yeah, I used to call it port and polish, but yeah, it's not polishing now. It's just porting. I ain't polishing it. So, but that is fantastic. Look at that. That is still got a little bit of a clunk on the TDC, but that's probably a little bit of wear on that bottom end. But that's alright, that's nothing I'm worried about. That's going to be perfectly fine for what we're going to be doing with it anyway. Now let's put this button back. Let's give this a bit of a clean up while we're here. Bit of a Jim Jam. Hello Jeffrey, how are you? And stick that on there like that. There we go. Look at that. Oh, clean as a whistle. He's done us a real one here, hasn't he, eh? Good old Jake. Ha! Blimey. Unbelievable. Got shock oil, got glow starters, got 3 engines, one of which is a Picco, and it appears to be good. We won't know until we run it. I've just bent that. Look at that shim. I've just bent that. Let's put it back anyway. That's great. Absolutely perfect. Why it's got this shims on it, probably don't know, but it's maybe because it's 25% probably it's set up for. That's what we're going to run it on anyway, good old 25%. There's a fly buzzing around me. I don't know whether you can see it or hear it. Right, there we go. I'll be back with you in a Jeffrey when I just put all this on. You don't want to be seeing that quite boring stuff to watch. Okay, so there we go. Oh, backplate. What a cock there, Johnny boy. There's me thinking I had it all buttoned up. I was just about to go. I'm going to go and have a bloody jam sandwich. Let's put a load of after run oil down in there. Zip zap, zip zap. I'm going to stick one of the glow plugs in it that was sent along with it. Because, well, I think that's just a fitting thing to do, don't you? That's a fitting thing to do there, Johnny boy. Stick that on. That don't go that way, is it? Oh, I didn't think it did. It goes. It goes. It goes. Johnny! Johnny! Come here! Bloody hell! Manuel, can you sort him out? I mean, he's a right old nuisance, you know. Right old bloody nuisance, that Johnny boy. There he is! Hey! Right. Stick that in there. Yeah, so, back plate on. I'm going to put a glow plug in it. One of the ones that was sent along with it. The old $4.99 ones. Stick that in. And we'll see what we got for compression. I haven't got a compression gauge. You can buy them for nitro engines. Little compression testing gauge. What do you call it? Jiminy. But I haven't got one. And they're relatively expensive. And yeah, I just haven't got one. So, you know, my compression testing gauge is built in. It come with me when I was born, and it's called hands. And so all I do, turn the old wheel of the flies and go, yep, that'll do, John. And John goes, okay, Manuel. And Manuel goes, who the bloody hell is John? And then John goes, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, crazy really. I mean, it is a mad old life, the life we live, but not a lot we can do about it really. It's where we are. Right, I put them in here, didn't I? There we go. $4.99 glow plug. Unbelievable. They even put the washer on the wrong end for you. That's how bloody premium this is. MC59. Unbelievable. Shocking, man. What quality. Absolute madness. It's, yeah, back in the day, man. I can remember when a glow plug was 99p. Shut up. A glow plug was 99p. I can remember that. 99p for a glow plug. You know, actually, I'm telling a lie. I can remember when they was 79p. For one glow plug was 79p. And then they went 99, yeah. And now you're looking at, well, $4.99 there. Don't know how old that is. And then them turbo plugs, a tenner. Some places they're 13, 14 quid. Yeah. And for a set of Nova ones or red ones, you're looking at 20, 30 quid for a set of couple of glow plugs. Proper mad. Anyway, oh, it's jammed up. What's it jammed up for? Eh? Oh, there it is. Oh, I must have had that. What's it on? Bloody didn't have the thingy on properly. Let's do these bolts up properly now. Look. It must have been in the way. The little pull start thing must have been on the way of the crank. It weren't lined up. That's my fault. I didn't line it up. No, it's not my fault. It's your fault. You was there. You're talking to me, so it's your fault. I'm blaming you. All right? Bloody people these days. Bloody sit in the wrong places. Get in the way. Unbelievable. Right, let's see what compression we've got. Huh, that ain't bad, you know. I reckon that's going to run. Yeah. That might run. That might run. You never know. Might not. I didn't really look at the crank, didn't look at any of the ports, inlet or outlet or any of that kind of stuff. All we did was give it a clean, give it a bit of an oil. One thing I didn't do, and you lot would have seen it, and I've just realised what I didn't do. I didn't put any oil on the blooming piston, did I? No! John. Who is John? Dunno. But I didn't put any oil down there when I put the piston back in. I oiled up the blooming crank. I didn't oil the piston. I'm telling you lot to oil the piston. I didn't do it myself. It's you again. You again. Always in the bloody way. Causing trouble, right? That'll be part of the reason. It'll have even more compression now. Right? This being oiled up. It'll have even more compression now. You know why? Because the oil creates a seal on that piston, around that piston as a liner, right? So now we'll have even more than we did before, right? Ready? Oh yes, Johnny boy, that is some serious. I'm impressed. I'm happy with that. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be a good engine. Right, we'll get it running in a car at some point. Just not today, man. See you in a bit. Right, there we go. Didn't really know where this was going to go, this one. I was prepared to be getting the old Savage on the bench and having a look at the throttle to find out why it jammed up the other day. But as you can see, I'm sweating like a blooming geyser. So I won't be doing any more this evening. I'm going to go in and have a nice relax. But this lovely little engine, I reckon this is going to run. It ain't going to be bloody perfect, but I reckon it'll run. So we will put that in the car. As for the other ones, I haven't looked at them in any detail yet. So these will be looked at, and I'll decide whether I'm going to try and get them running and use them as potential engine transplants, or if they're just going to be parts. They may well just be parts engines. It looks like this one's got a good carburetor. Maybe have a good crank. It's got a good head. Looks like it probably has a good block. So yeah, might just be parts engines, or I might get them running. Don't know yet. As for all the rest of it, thank you very much, Mr. Jake. Shock oil, air filter oil, all the other stuff that I just wasn't expecting. I mean, I was expecting a bottle of shock oil, but I wasn't expecting all the other stuff as well. So happy days. There we go. I'll catch you lot on the next one. Don't forget, well, by the time this video does go out, it'll probably be a few hours before that raffle ends. So yeah, no, Thursday morning. You'll have a day and a bit, day and a night before that raffle ends. Ends on the 11th of July at 9, just over 9 AM. I think it's about 27 minutes past 9, something like that. On the 11th of July 2026. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just joking, I'm still here. Anyway, yeah, go and get some tickets if you want to win a Savage 25. If not, catch you on the next one. Take care, all the best.